Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, this is what I look like when I wake up. I just wanted to give you some Ari realness, and today I just wanted to film with you guys me getting ready and doing my makeup, because even though I filmed that before, I think that it's a little bit more updated and I want to keep you guys updated in how I do my makeup. So the first thing I'm going to do is wipe my face with my Clindamycin wipes. I do this morning and night, and it just keeps my skin from breaking out, and my skin is flaring up a little bit right now, but as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, it'll eventually go away. You know, sometimes you just have flare-ups and I look crazy. The next thing that I do is, and I recommend, is I use an ice roller on my face. This one was a gift. I don't know where it's from, but it's just, you put this part, you could take it off in the freezer overnight, then use it in the morning and rinse it off when you're done, then put it back in the freezer. And this just really wakes me up, and also cold like tightens your muscles, I believe, and it just feels good. So even if it doesn't do anything, when I wake up it feels really good. So I'll just roll it on my face like this, like all directions, mostly going upwards, for like until the roller isn't cold anymore. So I'll just do that. So I finished rolling my face, and I feel like you can tell immediately like how much more glowy my face is. That's just like what I see. I could be wrong. It could just be the wetness, even though it's not wet, the iciness of the roller. So the next thing I do is I'm gonna put on my SPF moisturizer, and I like the different one, but you use whatever one's good for you. I had to try a couple to get to one that doesn't break me out, so this is the one that I like, but you might not like it. So I put 3 pumps and just rub it in my face, because we can't burn our face and we don't want to get wrinkles. So I put that everywhere, and I bring it down to my neck too. And I just rub it in. So this is my moisturizer that I put on before, and then whatever is left over I put on the back of my hands, because guess what, then your hands won't get wrinkled when you're old. So just do that, and then I have to let this dry a little bit before I put my foundation on, or it just won't apply correctly. So while I'm waiting for this to dry a little bit, I'm gonna drink some milk for breakfast, because it is the morning and I'm hungry and thirsty. So refreshing. I kind of had a taste for coffee, but I don't have any, so we can't do that. Then I'm gonna have a banana for breakfast, and we're just gonna be so scrumptious because I have to eat these because they're gonna go bad. Delicious. So after this has dried a little bit, but not all the way yet, I'm gonna take my acne medicine and put it on the areas that I have acne, so that while my makeup's on, it's working. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but it just makes me feel more confident that I won't break out when I do that, and my acne has been going away, so it has to be like working, right? So yeah, so now I have to let that dry as well. Oh, tip to make your creams or anything dry faster: if you're in a rush to do your makeup, I use a fan. I got this one from Uniqlo at Disney Springs, and I just make it dry faster because I gotta go. Just kidding, I don't have to go anywhere, but when I do my makeup, I feel like I'm ready for the day, and it makes me like not tired anymore. Okay, so now I just feel my face, and it feels dry enough to put my foundation on. So I still use the same foundation. So I just put 3 pumps directly onto my face and then start blending it in. I know I put kind of a lot, but I like full coverage, so this is good. And I just blend it in until it is perfectly blended. And then I'll do the same thing all over my face. So I do 3 pumps on each side to get full coverage. Okay, now my foundation is completely blended in. Now I make the decision, do I want to put concealer on or do I want to not put concealer on? Sometimes I put it on if I want to really brighten my under eyes, and sometimes I don't. I, for the past week, haven't been putting concealer on, so I'm not going to. But if I would, you know, under the eyes upwards, right here and here, then blend. So recently I almost finished with my Fenty Beauty banana powder, and I wanted to get a powder before I finish that one, so I already have it. And instead of getting the banana powder, I actually decided to try the Fenty Beauty lavender powder, and just by me holding it up you can tell that it's lavender. So what I've been doing is I've been using the lavender powder for anywhere that I want to brighten, and the banana powder anywhere where I just want it to be set. So I'll show you how I do that. So I take my beauty blender and I just push it into the powder, and I just start going like that, and I push it in until I can't see the powder anymore. And I'm gonna do one side and then I'll show you guys the other side when it's done. So grab another bit and put under your nose and here, and you just keep grabbing some and pressing it on to those areas until the powder is completely pressed in. Because I don't bake my face, I realize I just like this better, and then I just put it anywhere where I want it to be brighter. So like that, and it's like a translucent powder, so you're not going to be purple, but it is going to brighten you. So this is what it looks like. Look at the difference between set and not set. But you see right here, it doesn't have any powder. And I'm going to take the banana powder. Now this one is a tinted setting powder, and I'm going to use the opposite side of the blender where I put the purple and just press it in like I did with the rest of the powder. So I'm gonna do the other side now, and I'll be right back. Now that my face is completely set, I'm gonna take my Marc Jacobs Fantastic Glow palette in the shade 200, and I'm gonna take the bronzer with a brush that looks like this, and I'm just gonna go a little bit higher than my like crease, my cheekbone, and just blend it out like that. And I know it looks really dark and like a lot, but trust me, when I put my whole entire look together, it really blends well. So I put it there, and I also carve out my chin a little bit. So that's what this side of my face looks like, and this is what this side of my face looks like. So now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now that I'm done contouring like the face, I'm going to contour my nose. So what I do is I go to the highest point of the tip of my nose and just make a line across. Don't worry if the line is harsh, because it's gonna come together later. So just make a line literally straight across. Then you're gonna kind of want to bend your head down to look, and then make a line straight across on top of it. So now you have 2 lines on your nose, and you can see it's kind of forming what I want it to do. So it should look like that. Now I'm gonna take, and you see where your nostril like stops, you're going to contour right there on both sides, and we'll blend later. So just make the shape first. So now that it looks like this on either side, now you can blend it like downwards. So now that we have the shape that I want for the tip of my nose, now we're going to contour the bridge of my nose. So where we start is going to be right in the middle and go up to create a triangle on either side. So make the point where you start off connect. Now I'll face you in a second to show you what I mean. Okay, so you see how it's like in a triangle, not just straight up? That's what helps the button portion of this. Then just blend out the sides of your nose. Just blend it out. And then it's contoured, but as you see, there's a lot of bronzer there, and we don't want that. So to get rid of that, we're going to take the lavender setting powder and we're going to put it on the sides of our nose to carve out just that. So take some lavender powder on the tip of your beauty blender. Then I like to just go in this motion, so like that, and just press it in. Then do the same thing on this side. And then I just press it in to like force it to blur. And as you can see, by doing that, it took the contour that I didn't want away. So now we're done with contour all over the face. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the same Marc Jacobs palette, and I'm going to put on my blush, and I just go in circular motions on my upper cheekbone up to my eye and then my temple. Now this is a really subtle blush, so it'll give you a really like natural blushed look. It's not too intense and it's buildable a little bit, so if you want just a little bit, you'll get a little bit, and if you want to get a lot, you'll get a lot. So I'll do the same thing on both sides. So after I have the blush on either side of like my upper cheekbone and like this side of my face, and I look like Zuko from Avatar, and you're gonna take a little bit, put it on your chin a little bit, and then I put it on my nose because I like a blushed nose. So now that we're done with that, our like face is done. Now we get into like the detailed stuff like eyebrows, eyes, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so now that I'm done with blush, I'm gonna go into my eyebrows, and then I use the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil, and I've been using these for a while now and I really like them. The only thing is they run out really fast, so I think I'm gonna switch back to the e.l.f. brow pomade and just get a lighter shade and see if I can do it more naturally. If not, I'm gonna stick with this. So to do my eyebrows, I'm gonna be facing this mirror here, but I'll explain it as I go and hopefully you understand. So what I do is, obviously my eyebrows are shaved the tips off because I like to make a shape that I don't have. So I start at the middle of the bottom of my brow, and I just start making a line following the brow. Now I try to go as straight up and out as I can. So I kind of just make a line straight across, following the bottom of my brow. Then I go to the top of the brow and I make a line straight across, but then I go down to connect it with the other line. So it looks like that. So now I have the shape of my brow. So now for the front, I bring the line all the way forward to where I want my brow to start. And then I create brush strokes going up. So now it looks like that. Now the last part is just to fill in this end of my brow. I brush the front out a little bit. And then that's it. And I do the same thing for each brow. Typically, I do one line, one line, one line, one line, but I wanted to show you guys one fully. So now my brows look like this. I know I have parted the Red Sea and I look crazy. My brows never turn out the same, but you know, I have bangs that cover them anyway, so for me, it's not that big of a deal, but you can try to make them as twin-like as possible. So the next thing that I do is I do my eyeliner. And today, I don't want a huge wing. I just want a small one, but if I mess up, it's gonna end up being huge. So we'll see how this goes. So the first thing I do is I create a line going upwards of how long I want the wing to be. So that's how long I want it to be today, literally just right past my crease. So once I create that line, I do the same thing on the other side. So once we have a line on each side that looks pretty even, now it's time to connect it across. So I go to the tip of the line that I made and just go straight across, not stopping no matter what crease it hits. Now I do the same thing on the other side. The reason that I do one side and one side is that I can see and I know that I'm doing it equally on either side. So I can already tell this eye is bigger than this eye. You can kind of see it stops higher above my crease. So to fix that, I'm just gonna bring it up a little more and redo the line going across. See, now this one is huge, so my eyeliner might turn out being huge today. So again, I fix it and I'm like, does that look even enough? Maybe. So I stop fixing the length and I just go and connect it. Fully across to see where it stops. Now I do the same thing on this side. I really feel like this one is bigger now, so now I have to fix this one again. See, doing eyeliner is not easy, and as much as I do it almost every day, I still can't get it to be the way that I want it. So, and this is what it's looking like. Sometimes I just really struggle with my eyeliner, but I'm gonna fill it in. Now I feel like they're even enough where I can not have a panic attack. And then now that my eyeliner is completely filled in and a lot bigger than I wanted to, I'm going to put on mascara, then put on my lashes, and I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys, so I completely forgot what makeup I'm doing today because I did something out of order. I was supposed to put eyeshadow on, and I like to do that before my eyeliner, but it's already there, so as long as I do it before my lashes, it won't be as difficult. So I'm going to take a brush like this, and I'm going to take this little ColourPop palette that I have. It's called Acai Baby. I'm going to take this shade right here called Morning Ball, I think, and then I'm just going to put it on my lid right here like this. First, what I like to do is just like follow the crease, and if I get it on my liner, it's okay, the shape is already there, I can just always darken it later. Then I like to go a little above the crease just to buff it out a little bit. So now it looks like that. I've just been following my crease and going higher. Then I'm gonna take it and just pack it on the actual lid. because I just want like straight up purple. Then I'm going to take this color called Yogi, put it on my finger, then I'm going to put it in the center. So it's like that, just in the center right there. Then I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye. So I finished both eyes. I'm gonna re-go over my eyeliner again just to get the eyeshadow out of it. Now I'm gonna actually put on my lashes. I'm letting my lash dry, but I'm looking in the mirror and I'm realizing that my face is so crooked. Look at this. My eye and eyebrow go down, and then there's like no lid on this one. What's going on? We're gonna need some Botox or something. Anyways, when I put my lashes on, I put glue on the lash and my waterline, that way it stays even more. It does rip my eyelashes up, but beauty is pain, so okay, so these are the lashes and these are new. These are the Eylure London Faux Mink XL, I believe, and they're from Ulta. So I take this white eye crayon and I put it on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. I do this because when I put the highlight on, it just makes it more pigmented, because sometimes highlight is like you'll put it on and it's really sheer, but it just needs a light base to help it stand out. So I'll put it on the bridge of my nose and then I'll make some circles, oops, on my eye like that, because I'm gonna put some inner corner highlight as well. So just blend that out a little bit, not too much, because obviously you want the white to still be there. So just blend it out enough so it's not like stamped on. Then I'm going to take the same palette that I used for my eyes, and I'm going to take the light pink and I'm going to use that as highlight so that it like matches with my eyes. Look how much it stands out. Beautiful. It's so okay. Now that I'm done with that, there's like a little bit left to do, and so all I do is I look around my face and see if there's any pimples that I don't like. And what I'll do is I'll take this brown lip liner and I turn them into like freckles or moles, and then I'll put some extra just to blend it all in and make it look more natural, so they're not just where pimples are, because it hides them and without making it look crazy like a mountain or something. So this is what that looks like. I promise you when I'm done with my face that I won't look crazy. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this eyeliner and create fake lashes under my eye. Just it makes them look bigger. So I'll create one going outwards and then down and then inwards, so like that, and then the same thing on the other side. So this is the finished product. All I did was add some bottom mascara, some white liner, some lipstick, and then you know I put those moles on. This is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.